Hey, FeralInferno here, and we've got some awesome Black Friday deals to go over. So let's just get right into it. I got a lot of stuff. I know I said, I think in the last video, I wasn't going to do too much more pickups, but with Black Friday right around the corner, how could I resist? We got a lot of great stuff. And yeah, we got some video games and we got some art books. We'll start with the art books. And one of the first things I got was this Uncanny X-Men Trading Cards Complete Series illustration book. Really great book here. It's got all the cards in there. Even includes some bonus cards from the original 1991 series by Jim Lee. Really cool. It's got some images here in the back. We'll go through the whole book at a later point, but one cool thing I want to show off is that this was the same color as the packaging for the pack of cards, and the same artwork with Magneto here. But there was also another one with Wolverine on it with his blue and yellow costume. And if you pull up the slipcover here, you've got that on here too. So really cool little Easter egg when you take off the slipcover. So you get the other pack of cards package, artwork there. So this really is the entire set of cards here. We'll go over the whole cards at one point in this book. But really excited to get this, and it was really kind of a surprise to see it, and a really cool shout out to the fans as well. What else do we got for art books? We've also got something I've been looking at for a while. It's actually a little smaller than I thought it would be. Was Mega Man X Maverick Hunter's Field Guide. It's still sealed. We'll go into this together at some point. I'm sure we'll be talking about the Mega Man X series somewhere down the road, and we'll bring this book out to celebrate that. But excited to get into this eventually when we get there with the channel. But I want to open it up with you guys. Unfortunately, it's a little bit damaged. Amazon did not do a terrific job in packaging this, unfortunately. So a little bit of a fail by Amazon there when they ship stuff in those paper thin mailers. Things get damaged, but not enough damage for me to really go back and complain about it and try to get another one. But still happy to get it. The pages are fine, and looking forward to exploring this book with you guys down the road. This is a book I've been looking for a very long time. It's our last art book of the video, but this one is the big boy here, or I should say the big girl based on who's in the cover. We got the art of Fire Emblem Awakening. This book is massively tall, which is great. I'm expecting some really big artwork of the characters on here. And yeah, I've been looking at this book for a while. It's always been super expensive. Every time I looked at it on Amazon, or if they had deals going on, or any of the bookstores I buy these art books from, I as much as I love these art books, I'm gonna wait for a deal on these. But this is one book I thought we weren't going to get a deal on. I thought this is going to be a more limited book. It was never going to really go down in price. If it did, it would be something I'd end up missing, but I didn't miss it. It was available years later. This book released, see if they got a date on here. I'm not seeing a date, but I know this released quite a while ago, because I've been looking for it for a while. We will be going through this very shortly. We already did our Game of the Year video. If you haven't seen that, I will put that in the comments below and in the description box in case you want to go see some thoughts on Fire Emblem Awakening, but a great entry in the Fire Emblem series. And looking forward to looking at this book with you guys. And it looks like it's going to be a long video. The book is quite massive in length here. Not sure how many pages, but a lot of pages. Yeah, and it retailed originally for $49.99 US. We got this for half of that, around $25. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. But yeah, really happy to have that in the collection. And yeah, it's a massive book. Now let's get into the games, and we've got some stories to go along with some of these games, unfortunately in some cases. So first up, can't believe we found a deal on this already, but I had a feeling that it was going to hit a Black Friday deal. Just had a feeling. And it wasn't too expensive to begin with. But we were able to get this game for $29. And it's pretty new. The Atari 50th Anniversary Celebration. Really looking forward to trying this. As much experience I have with video games over the years, there are a couple systems that kind of eluded me. Maybe because they weren't very popular, and other people didn't have them. I didn't get into them. They weren't around very long. They didn't have a huge library of games, or they're even tough to emulate. One of the systems that's a little bit tougher to emulate is the Atari Jaguar, and there are some Atari Jaguar games on this collection. So looking forward to playing Atari Jaguar games for the first time on the Atari 50th anniversary celebration. And I can't believe I found a deal on it already. So that was pretty cool, because the game just came out less than, I think, than a month ago. Now next up, we got a little story for you. Story time with FeralInferno. This is a game that's been on my radar for a little bit, and the game is called Eastward. It's a little, action RPG from an indie studio. Had some really cool 2D pixel art on it. Premise seemed kind of cool, and it was a little pricey when it first came out. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pass up on this, I think. Then I saw a deal for Black Friday at GameStop. I believe I got it for $25. So $25 was a good deal, a lot better than, I think, the $40 that it originally retailed for. So yeah, $25, felt that was a good deal. What happened? Well, I can't really see it too much, but there's some scratches and stuff on the case, and you can kind of feel some residue here. There was a sticker on here. I bought this new. GameStop sent me a used copy and tried to claim it was a new copy. It did have the stickers in it, though, luckily, so that was cool. The stickers were still there in the package, but they sent me a used copy. So I wasn't too happy about that. So I contacted GameStop customer service that night. And when I called, they hide the phone number on their website, but if you look hard enough, you'll find it. Found the phone number for GameStop to say, hey, you guys sent me a used copy of this game. Well, I got a message on there saying, sorry, we have too many calls right now. Call back again some time later. Click. Really? So I called first thing in the morning next day, got somebody. Guy was pretty cool. Took a little bit to get, going in the transaction, but eventually he's like, hey, keep the old one. We'll send you a new one. No problem. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, that's cool. Hey, I was like, hey, I'll keep the old one. That's nice of them to do. I don't know if I'm going to do with 2 copies, but hey, that's nice. I don't have to go through the hassle of trying to mail it back, because GameStop stores don't take GameStop.com returns. So they sent me another one, and it got here actually fairly quickly, within a couple days. And they sent me a even more used copy of Eastward. Really? They stuck a sticker over the used one and put new on there. And you can see it's got some tooth marks on there. The case is it's dirty, it's grimy. You can see a little bit where the sticker residue is better on this one. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's clearly used. I wasn't gonna go through it again. I'll test them out, make sure they work. And what we'll do though is, because I don't need 2 copies of Eastward, I'm not big on selling things really, and it's kind of a hassle. And I really don't feel like I should, profit off of their mistake. Something about that just feels wrong. So what I'd like to do though is just kind of just pay it forward a little bit, and it's Thanksgiving, right? So we'll be doing a giveaway coming up soon. I'm going to give away this copy of Eastward. So if you're interested in a Switch copy of Eastward, stay tuned to the channel. We're going to do a giveaway. You have to be in the U.S. though, because I don't have a whole lot of money to ship internationally, unfortunately. So please be in the U.S. For that giveaway. Now next up, this is more story time with FeralInferno here. Kind of a funny story. These games came separately. I bought them from Walmart.com, and good deals. And just one thing I'll share just real quick before I show you the games. Bought them from Walmart.com, but they had local people come and deliver them to my house, because they showed up in their personal vehicles. And they must have come from different stores, because it came very quickly. It came within a day. And one of them, so it came separately, came in a it came in a paper bag rather than a box or something. So I thought that was really funny. Nothing wrong with it. Hey, it worked, but I just wasn't expecting to see a paper bag at my door with a Nintendo Switch game in it, from Walmart. So I thought that was kind of funny that they did that. But hey, I can recycle the bag, right? So good for the environment or whatever. I got 2 games from Walmart.com. They had some good sales. One of them was for the low price of $10, and that is Sonic Mania. Unfortunately, I did again buy this new, and I did buy it from Walmart, not a third-party seller or anything like that. I never do that. This wasn't a used copy. I don't know if it's used or not, but it's repackaged. It's a little bit damaged up here. The case is not in the best of shape, and it was sealed. But you know the difference between a repackaged seal that happened at the store. It's got those, those weird like glue seams on them. I worked in retail before. I know what they look like. I'm not going to pull one over on me, but it was a repackage, unfortunately. But again, I wasn't gonna really complain about that because they can technically do that. So, and it was sealed. So, it got Sonic Mania for $10, and also picked up Sonic Frontiers for $29. This game just came out, so it was really cool. So at the end of the day, I got these two games for $40, and I'm excited to try these out, but cautiously optimistic because I've heard great things about them. Why am I cautiously optimistic about these two Sonic games? I have a little bit of history with Sonic the Hedgehog. I was there when it first came out for the Nintendo Switch, the Sega Genesis back in the early 90s. I think it was 91 area. My buddy had a Sega Genesis. I tried it out, and it was kind of like different territory for me. I had Atari, had a Nintendo, and now there's another system called Sega. And I like the graphics, I like the music, but the gameplay just never really grabbed me. You're either rushing through a stage or you're waiting too much in Sonic. It was all about blast processing super fast. But after the first, Green Hill Zone, things were kind of slow for the most part in the first Sonic the Hedgehog. But the games I always wanted to like Sonic. I know I got kind of labeled as a Sonic hater, Nintendo fanboy a little bit as a kid, but I wanted to like it. Just didn't. But, this is supposed to be the pinnacle of 2D Sonic, and this is supposed to be the best 3D Sonic game, albeit I guess there's some challenges with the, some of the development of the game, but, I've heard really great things about it. So I want to try these games out, give 2D Sonic another chance. I did play some 3D Sonic in the past. I played when I didn't have a Dreamcast, but I did have a Nintendo GameCube, and when Sega went third-party developer, they immediately released Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube, and I said, what, I was into 3D, platformers at the time. It was coming off of Mario 64 and Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and other 3D games, and I was like, oh, cool, and I really liked it at the start, but then it really kind of just dragged on. And some of the gameplay was not great. For some reason they had Tails in a robot suit rather in a mech instead of classic Tails gameplay. Knuckles and Rogue, the bat stages, I think you had to do a lot of digging if I remember correctly, and it was just super painful. And the Sonic stages were okay, but it just wasn't for me. So I want to give Sonic another chance. This is the last chance, though. If these games, which are supposed to be so amazing, best 2D, best 3D games of the series, if they don't do it for me, this is it. If they don't, neither one of these do it for me, I'm done with Sonic. But excited to give Sonic another go, maybe third time's the charm for Sonic the Hedgehog. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you had an even better Black Friday and got a lot of great deals. We had a lot of great pickups here. My wallet is hurting pretty fiercely right now, so maybe we'll hold off on the pickups for now. I said that last time, but see what happened. We end up picking up, all these Switch games and the Artbooks. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that, especially with Cyber Monday right around the corner. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, wait, don't go. We got one more to go. Hey, something just got delivered not that long ago. We got another pickup. That's right. When I told you I spent a lot of money, I wasn't lying. We've also picked up this giant Super Metroid. This was something that's been around for a while. It was always pretty expensive and it sold out really quickly, but I was able to jump on, get a good deal for this. It was only $15. I was happy to pick it up. It was weird. It must have been in the package for a while. Like, it got a little bit of a cardboard stuck on here, but happy to have it. I got some good plans for displaying this Metroid. It's already kind of dirty. Hey, clean yourself off, little guy. But we got a Metroid. This is awesome. I'm really excited to have this for the game collection. I'm a big Metroid fan. Especially the 2D series, more so the 2D than the 3D series. But yeah, we're gonna get this in the game collection. I got some good ideas of how to display our little Super Metroid here. So yeah, for real this time, we're done. We're done with the Black Friday deals, and we will for real see you on the next one.